Hey guys, how's it going? Blue here. Welcome to Cubeorithms. How are you doing? In today's video, we have a pretty big unboxing from SpeedCubeShop. I had to cover up my address with this great pamphlet, but now we're gonna open the package and get into it. I always have been and always will be paranoid that I'm gonna cut the contents of the package. Da-da-doo. Okay, so that is everything that was in the package. So let's investigate what we got here. It's mostly a bunch of mini mats and 3 puzzles. This one isn't even solved. What? And it didn't come in a box. What? It's because it's like a sample. It's a prototype. So yeah. Okay, so these come from SpeedCubeShop, obviously. If you use the code BLUE at checkout, you will get a massive discount. It's not that massive, but it will support me, so I appreciate you guys doing that. Gonna look at all the names of all of these puzzles. So I'm just gonna go in no particular order because I can't very easily see which ones are which. So just so you guys know, all of these mini mats are $5 each. So that's useful information. Whoa. Okay, so mat number 1 of the day is this epic looking one. This is the Magma mini mat, and it is this big, as are all of the mats. It says SpeedCubeShop on it and has these really cool, it almost kind of reminds me of Spider-Man. It's got these like, I don't know what you'd call them. Little edges, these little red edges with this nice dark blue and black background. The point of mini mats is so that while you're solving your cube and you're doing great, you can slap it down on the table and it won't hurt or dent or damage your cube in any way. I think the mini mats are the right size because big mats, they just take up so much space. These are really good. Also, they work as mouse pads, and that's the main reason that I use them. So this is the Magma. Let's get to the next one. Woo! All right, here is the next mat. Okay, so this is the Abstract mini mat, and this one is definitely a lot brighter than the last one. It has a much more blue, kind of orangey yellow. Same logo, says SpeedCubeShop in the same way. I think that maybe this one looks more cool and edgy, and this one looks a little bit more fun, a little bit brighter. You got these X's and these dot patterns around. Very cool, next one. Wow, that is bright. Okay, so this is the Flow mini mat. I like this one. It's mostly red, but it kind of gradients into some blue over here, which is definitely a good addition. Has a very simplistic look. It's got all these little squares and the lines. This one looks really good. I feel like this would fit in with a lot of good setups, like if you have a PC and you need a mouse pad or somewhere to do solves. Red is always a pretty safe bet, and this would definitely fit in well for that. Otherwise, it's just a really cool looking one. And something I didn't even notice is it's got this like, these other lines happening. It just looks really good. I think that this is probably the coolest looking one so far. I think the Magma is probably my favorite one so far, but this one's definitely really cool. Let's get in the next one. This is one that we saw recently in my Halloween video unboxing. Looks like there might be a little smudge right there. I don't think that's part of the design. Anyway, this looks pretty much just as cool as the big mat, and I like it a lot. I like that there's the moon, and there's the gravestones and these bats on the trees. It's just a really cool one. If you're a Halloween fan, this is definitely a good thing to have. I'd probably go for the mini version instead of the full version because it takes up a lot less space, but whatever you want to do. They're both really cool. Whoa! It's another Halloween one, but this one is a lot creepier. I'm more spooked by this one. So first of all, the SpeedCubeShop logo is a lot smaller on this one. There's a lot of these just regular SpeedCubeShop things, but this one is nice and small. And it's got this epic jack-o'-lantern surrounded by darkness. Whoa, and there's these spider webs. This is the jack-o'-lantern mini mat. This one is definitely, like, if you are a really big Halloween fan, this would be the one to go for. This one kind of, like, if you're a Halloween fan, you go for it, but you could use this any time of year. This one is super, very much just like Halloween. Obviously, you could use it any time of year, but you know what I'm saying? Like, this one, it's not that. You know what I'm saying. Definitely creepy. Next one. Whoa, this just makes me feel like I'm zooming. Okay, so this is the Lightspeed mini mat, and I can almost guarantee that if you use this mat and you're solving, it's gonna make you feel like you're solving a lot faster. I can just feel like my cube is zipping through space at light speed. This is definitely a cool one. I like that it is another darker one, but it's more colorful than the first darker one. This one just, I mean, it's both a dark aesthetic, but this one's more purpley and a little bit, I don't know, more friendly looking. This one just looks really edgy. This one looks like it's here to help you be speedy. And last but not least, well, we'll see. I haven't seen what it looks like yet. So another kind of purple type design, only that this time you got this astronaut in space with a Rubik's Cube, this planet over here, that's maybe Mars, a spaceship, a moon, a space station, which he's connected to, and the SpeedCubeShop logo. This one is fun. This just looks like a lot of fun. All the other ones are a lot more abstract and just kind of like a simple design. This just looks like I like that there's a character in this one and that he's in space. That's just fun. That's just straight up fun. So this is the space mini mat. Okay, so I want you guys to, in the comments below, rank which mat is your favorite from best to worst. We got the space mat, the light speed mat, the jack-o'-lantern mat, the spooky mat, the flow mat, the abstract mat, and the magma mat. You guys let me know in the comments below which ones are the best, which ones are the worst, and any other thoughts. But now we gotta get into the cubes. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by looking at the Volt 2 Square 1, and I'm gonna do that because it's the only one that isn't in a box. Okay, so this is the Volt 2 Square 1. I never had the Volt 1, so I don't really know what to compare it to. One thing I'm noticing right off is that instead of yellow, it's black, which that'll maybe make it contrast a little bit better up on the top. Whoa, holy smokes. That turned so smoothly. I am shocked. Look at that. It just goes. That's amazing. I have an embarrassing confession. I forgot how to solve Square 1. At one time before I made YouTube videos, I knew how to do it, but ever since I started the channel, I've never solved a Square 1. I still don't know how. I'm gonna have to learn how though, because this just turns amazingly. Okay. Top and bottom layers are maybe a little bit more stiff than this middle layer. This middle layer just goes. I wonder if I can get this back to solved. I feel like this is a really simple algorithm that I have to do to get this back, but there we go. Now we're back. I feel smart. Woo. So yeah, I wish I could say more about this, but I don't really know very much about Square 1. So I'm gonna have to go and learn how to solve this, and maybe I'll do a review on it at some point. But yeah, definitely a really good one. Whee! Okay, so now we got an interesting dilemma because these are both sample cubes, and one of them says Maple Leaf Cube sample, and the other one is the Polaris Cube sample. So which is which? I'm gonna guess this is the Maple Leaf Cube, and this is the Polaris Cube. Let's do the Maple Leaf Cube first. I really hope I don't have this backwards. I'm guessing that this is the Maple Leaf Cube because it does look like a cube with the little leaf. So that's what I'm sticking with. There's nothing on the box that says the name of the cube. Okay, so this is the Maple Leaf Cube, and it is, what's interesting, actually, before I get into this, is that on the box, okay, it has a picture of the cube. Okay, this box is specifically for this cube, but it also says WCA on it. This is not a WCA legal puzzle or an event. So, basically, what are you doing, Mo-You? What are you doing, Mo-You? Whatever, it's really not that big of a deal. Let's do some turns. So it looks like it's gonna turn like a normal cube. Okay, so you got those normal cube turns. You could use this as a cube, but also I'm gonna guess this? No, it doesn't turn like that. Does it turn on its edges? It looks like it so, okay. Hold up, so maybe if you do just like a half turn, then it unlocks edge turning? Oh my gosh, yes, it does. Oh, this is gonna be a really hard puzzle then. Okay, so you can do that. So the puzzle's not gonna really shape shift, but you're gonna be able to turn it part way and then do the edge turning moves. Oh dear, and I'm guessing that this is also, does it have jumbling moves? I'm actually not sure that it will have jumbling moves because when you turn one edge, there's no edges around it that can also turn, which that helps, I guess. That makes it a little less difficult. In terms of turning quality, I guess the cube turns are pretty good. That's pretty smooth. These edge moves feel a little bit tight. I mean, I'm sure breaking in would help, but right now, they're definitely doable. They just feel a little bit bumpy and a little bit resistant. Not the end of the world. And in terms of the way that this looks, it definitely looks really cool. I like the flower type pattern on each side, or the maple leaf, whatever. Definitely a small little puzzle, but definitely going to be a challenging one. It's going to be really interesting to see. This is going to come up with some really interesting challenges. This seems pretty unique, like a pretty new and unique idea. Definitely like the concept of needing to twist it part way. Then you can unlock these turns. Kind of reminds me of a ghost cube, but it's not like a ghost cube. Anyway, let's get into this last one. The Polaris cube, or what I assume is. I'm pretty darn sure that that last one was the maple leaf and this is the Polaris cube, because the maple leaf looks like a maple leaf and this looks like a star. Okay, so this, oh my goodness. So it looks like this is a corner turning puzzle. And the corners move, so that's cool, but they don't interact with one another, which means there's another type of turn. Doesn't look like it's a face turner. Does it turn on the edges? No, not an edge turner. I'm gonna figure this out, because so far all you do is just twist. These big star pieces in the middle are huge. Does it turn? It doesn't really move like a scube. What is your secret, Polaris cube? How do you turn? What the heck? No scube turns, no face turns, and no edge turns. What's the point? What? I know there's something that I'm missing here. I just don't see how I switch the pieces. Is it like you turn this? How? No, definitely not. What? How? I'm starting to get kind of confused here, guys, in case you hadn't already figured that out. What? I'm confused. What do you do here? What? Everything that I know about puzzling is not, it's letting me down. My knowledge is letting me down here. No face turns, no edge turns, no scube turns. I got these corner moves. Oh, hey, look, the movie recording stopped. That was not on purpose. I am not Googling this. I'm not looking this up because I don't even know that I would find it anywhere. Do you guys see why I'm confused here? Like, I'm sure that so many of you are like, Blue, just do this. You're screaming at your screen and frustrated at me. But I cannot figure this out for the life of me. What needs to be done? This is definitely not just a corner turning thing. I feel like this is a prank though. Like, I feel like I've been totally pranked. Like, you hand somebody this puzzle and it's like, hey, yeah, guess what? They only turn on the corners. See all these pieces? They can't actually go anywhere. But that's definitely not the truth. Guys, I am so confused right now. I feel really dumb because I know that the answer's right in front of me. But at the same time, no, it's not. Hey, does this like cut over? I feel like the answer has to be you have to turn it part way and then it unlocks something, because I've tried so much and nothing is happening. Okay, I think I'm almost onto something here. Is this gonna work? If this works, I will be very happy. It is so close. I know this is how it does. I know this has to be it. This has to be it, right? This has to be. Hello? It is not going. I'm gonna try a different side because maybe it's just being silly and having a lockup. Also, the pieces are starting to kind of sink in. You twist all these part way. Okay, do you see what I'm seeing? This should turn. And it's so close to, why isn't it going? Why go, bro? Guys, come on. You gotta see what I'm seeing here. Don't you see it? This star should turn and take these pieces with it, but it's not going. It's like, actually no. It's like I'm popping a piece out right now, which gives me an idea. Why not? Why isn't it going? What? Okay. Well, now that it has been busted, I'm just going to fix it now. I would like to take this opportunity to look at the mechanism and figure out what kind of turns are possible. Let's see how difficult this is to pop back in. This puzzle is a nightmare. Bah. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna fix this off camera and come back in 1 second. Okay, guys, I'm back. Turns out I'm kind of an idiot. I figured it out though. So remember how I was like, maybe if I turn all of these part way, it can turn this way. You guys remember that? But then I thought, what if I were to purchase fast food and disguise it as my own cooking? What if I were to do that to all of the corners so that I could unlock... Oh, that was kind of a fail. There we are. That's how it turns. So by rotating all of the corners, it unlocks these Scube type turns, which just instantly turns it into a big mess. I'm gonna wait to scramble this until later. But anyway, yeah, that's how you do it. You gotta twist all the corners and then do Scube moves. So yeah, this is gonna be a really fun puzzle to just like troll people with. Just be like, hey, mess this up for me. And then all the people who are like, haha, I'm the best scrambler in the world, are gonna be like, all right, everybody, so that concludes the unboxing for today. Just 3 puzzles and a bunch of mats. If you're interested in picking any of this stuff up, be sure to do it from SpeedCubeShop and use the code BLUE at checkout. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!